Good morning. Welcome back to the Vitality Project. I'm Dr. Bob. Yesterday, we finished up a brief foray into how critical it is that we be careful not to be critical, or at least too critical of ourselves, particularly when it comes to tracking our recovery-oriented behaviors. And we also talked about this in terms of our addressing addictive slips or relapses. You know, if shame is one of the most stressful human emotions, and that is true, and if stress is one of the primary triggers for our resorting back to addictive behaviors, even if for momentary relief, then you can begin to see how critical or key or crucial it is of how we approach our tracking or monitoring our behaviors, and to utilize a couple of attitudes that we identified yesterday. When we do track ourselves, we need to do that with the attitudes of curiosity and kindness. I want to ask you to consider this for yourself. How are you doing with that yourself as you look at goals that you set for yourself, and when you stumble or get distracted or maybe completely come off the tracks for a period of time, how do you get back on, and what kind of attitude do you take towards that? Remember, our goals are curiosity and kindness here. We went on this kind of brief aside or detour. It was in response to our discussion of keeping tabs on how we eat, what we eat, particularly when we engage in eating in order to reduce stress. We've all done it, and I think most of us would just as soon not do it, or at least do it less. But beating ourselves up when we catch ourselves eating impulsively and or compulsively, if we beat ourselves up, it may be a classic case of pouring gasoline on the fire. Now, what's the math here? It's simple enough. First, I get stressed. Then I eat to reduce the stress. Next, I realize what I've done, then feel bad about it. And then next, well, you guessed it, I eat once again to reduce my feeling bad or shame. I wonder if you can relate to this cycle in your own life. I also deeply believe that framing whatever inventories we do on a daily basis, framing those in terms of gratitude practice, may be one of the most powerful antidotes we have to our otherwise slipping back into shaming ourselves when we don't succeed on a given day with any particular behavior. The goal here, it's stated so well in the 12-step programs, the goal is progress, not perfection. I invite you to come back tomorrow, and we're going to pick up with some guidelines for our practicing gratitude. So far, remember, we have examined bad habits, or what I call enslavements, which is just the root word for addiction. And I've shared with you 6 of those that I work on a daily basis myself, and I hope that that's inspired similar self-reflection for you. But there's more, and I hope that you'll come back tomorrow and join me as we continue to explore gratitude practice as a basis for moving forward in our recovery. Thanks for joining me today at the Vitality Project. I hope you have a wonderful day.